Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be doing the weekly analysis for the week of the 12th until the 16th of October. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. So the first pair that I'll be looking at is the Great British Pound and the United States dollar. So as you can see, that the market has been forming higher highs and higher lows on the daily. All right, we're in an uptrend and a bullish market right now, so we can see a higher low, higher low, higher low, and it's breaking the key support resistance zone. So essentially what we're looking for the following week is for the market to probably have a continuation back up. Let me make these trend lines black. So what we're essentially looking for is for the market to make a continuation up, right? Come back down to retest this key support resistance zone, well support now, and continue its way up, right? We have a bullish bias on this one. However, we could be invalidated, all right, because the market could just break down through here. Let me make the invalidations red as usual. Let me do the invalidation in red. So the market could break through the support resistance zone, come back up, retest it as a new resistance, and then continue its way back down there. But obviously we like trading with the trend, so we can see that the bias is for buy because the market has been doing higher highs and higher lows. We've broken a key support resistance level, and yeah, we're just looking for the market, for the GU to break through, move up a bit, retest, and start shooting up. All right, so the next pair that we're going to look at is the Euro Great British Pound. All right, so with this one we see that we are in an uptrending channel. All right, but now we can see that we're in the downward phase of this uptrending channel. Okay, so essentially what we're looking to trade is a sell position, right? And if you guys know, the EURGBP is normally an inverse of the Great British Pound USD. So for this particular pair, we're looking for the market to break through there, that support, that key level there, right? Support resistance zone. We're looking for a retest back up at this now new resistance, and the market to potentially make its way down, completing the downward motion of this upward channel. All right, or an invalid. We could also get a second formation. The market could bounce back up here at this resistance there, could start making its way back down, break through there. Maybe you could get a second position if you come in there. Then the market could start continuing or making its way down, right? That's what you could be looking for. An invalidation of this, however, is if the market would move up, break this resistance zone, okay, break this resistance, come back down, making a new support, and then make its way back up and hitting the channel resistance zone right there, right? So that's what we could be looking for the Euro Great British Pound. But we can see that although we're in an upward channel for now, that we are having a bearish or downward motion of this channel. So our bias, right, is for the sell, since the market is making lower highs and lower lows. All right, so the next pair that we're going to be looking at is the Euro and the USD. Okay, so for this one, we can see that the market was moving in a strong uptrend, started pausing, started losing momentum, when it got to these yearly highs. Okay, the market broke structure, right? But now we can see that it's coming back inside this channel, the upward channel. So essentially what we're looking for the Euro USD, okay, is for the market to, first scenario would be for the market to push down here at this key support resistance zone. Sorry about that. This key support and resistance zone, okay. And then break back in the channel and continue its way up, okay. And yeah, most likely if we have a very volatile week, the market could move up, retest there, and then this thing could practically shoot up and give us a lot of pips, okay. The second scenario is for the market to shoot straight up, break that key support resistance level, come back for the retest, and then move back up, okay. So that's the bias for this pair, because now we've been on an uptrend, okay. We came back for what looked like a minor pullback, and now we seem to be making our way up or continuing on the uptrend. However, an invalidation of this would be if the market reverses and breaks this level, breaks this key support resistance level on the downside, okay. And if it moves back up to retest the now new resistance and continue its way down. So that's what we're looking for the Euro USD. Pretty simple really. So we have a buy bias, but our invalidation is if the scenario that I just mentioned happens. So the market breaks down, breaks that key level, comes back to retest and move right back down. Okay, so that's it for the Euro USD. So the next pair that we're going to be looking at is the EURCAD. So the EURCAD, we can see that it's been moving on a strong uptrend from May, right? And the bulls kind of lost momentum when it got to around about the end of July, okay. Then the bears were in control, and now it seems like the bulls are coming back. Well, were coming back in momentum from about September up until about last week, right? So what we can see now is that we've broken the upward channel, okay, the upward bullish channel, and it seems like there's a strong bearish momentum to the downside. So what we are looking for is for the market to break through this key support resistance zone, right, for the sell bias, since we've broken the uptrending channel. So for the market to break the support resistance zone, to come back up, retest this key level, then continue its way back down, okay. And yes, another variation of this could be if the market comes up to this level, right, and makes its way down, okay. So that's what we're looking for, that's the bias. However, an invalidation of this would be if the bulls start moving the market up, okay. The bulls start moving the market upward, and the retrace or the retest could be in one of two areas. The first area could be in this channel, this uptrending channel zone, or the second area of the retest could be at this key support resistance zone right there. Then the market could potentially break back in, could break in, retest down there, and then move back up. But yeah, that's the invalidation of the sell. All right, so that's what we're looking for the EURCAD. And the next pair we could be looking at is the euro and the Japanese yen. So for this one, if we go to the daily, we can see that the market is moving on a strong uptrend, right? And this uptrend kind of lost steam. Well, it was going from about May until September, right? Then it kind of lost steam in September, okay, where the bears were starting to now take control of the market. All right, so we had a minor pullback or retracement with this bearish pressure when the market is making lower lows and lower highs. All right, but we can see that as of last week, right, the bulls are seeming to be taking back control in the market, and you can see by the break of this downward channel. So if we come to our 4-hour and we look at the levels properly, so we can see that what we could expect next week is for the market to move up a bit, okay, and break through that key level. Then the market could come back down, retest that key support level, and then make its way back up. All right. Another scenario would be for the market to move back in, bounce off that key support, and move back up. Yes, it could move back up, give you another retest at this key level, which would be a second position if you want to. Then the market could move and make its way back up, right? Since we can see that the market's making higher highs and higher lows, showing that the bulls are in control. Secondly, it's broken this downward trending channel, okay, so we can see that the bulls are now starting to gain power again. However, an invalidation of this would be if the market moves down, breaks through that key level, key support resistance level there, all right, and then the market could come back up, retest that key resistance level, and make its way down, okay. So pretty simple, I think. Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. There's nothing special there. So we have one of these scenarios that could pan out. All you need to do is be patient and wait for the proper scenario to pan out before taking the trade. All right, so the next trade I'll be looking at is the EURNZD. So we can see from the 4-hour, right, that this market has been moving in an uptrend, right? It's making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, and now it's just forming a little channel there, right? A little support resistance channel. All right, so what you could expect of this market is the continuation to the downside to complete from this channel, right? Continuation to the downside to complete at that key support resistance zone, as well as at the channel support zone, and the market to make its way back up there, maybe give us a nice retest there, and make its move back up, right? The second scenario we could look for the market to probably move up just a little bit more, come back there, and start making its way up and finishing the channel. However, an invalidation of this would be if the market breaks through the channel, the upward channel, right, invalidating the uptrend, okay, then coming back to hit that resistance zone, then making its way down. All right, so that's what we're looking for the Euro New Zealand dollar. And the next trade we'll be looking for is the Australian dollar and the Japanese yen. Okay, so we can see with this trade that it also had bullish pressure from about, it's been moving up since like March, right? Then it started losing steam, right? The bear started becoming in control in around about September. Okay, we were forming lower lows and lower highs. The bears were in control, but then as of last week, we see that the bullish momentum is now starting again. All right, so what we could look for from this trade is the following. A bias would be a buy. Why? Because it's broken this downward channel. Alright. So what we could look for is for the market to come back up, break the support resistance zone right there. Okay. Make that black. Break the support resistance zone, come back for the retest at this key level, then make its way back up. Alright. A second scenario could be for the market to come to this zone, right? Retest that support, then make its way back up. It could break up there, retest, and move back up, but that's what we're potentially looking for. Alright. Also, what could be nice to show further bullish strength if the market breaks in this upward channel, right? So it could break back in this upward channel like that. Okay, giving us a retest of this upward support line, upward channel support line, and make its way back up there. Alright, but essentially this is what we're looking for the upcoming week. However, an invalidation of this would be if the market makes its way back down, right? Makes its way back down, and then comes back up to retest that support zone, that resistance zone, now new resistance, and make its way back down. Or another scenario could be if the market moves back down, right? Could move back down. Then instead of going to those horizontal support resistance lines, it could just bounce off that downward channel resistance, start making its way back down, right? So these are the scenarios I'm looking for the Australian dollar and the Japanese yen. Okay, so for the Australian dollar CHF, right, Australian dollar and the Swiss franc, so we can see that we have a strong support resistance zone there, well, support zone, okay, and we also have a strong resistance zone up there, right? You can see that from the 4 hour. So what we're essentially looking for this particular trade is for the market to continue the bearish momentum, okay, because you can see that we're kind of in a downward market for now, right? So the market is making higher lows, higher highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, right? So these are the lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. So what we could look for here is for the market to come to this resistance zone, retest there, then make its way back down to there, right? And if we have a very good and volatile week, the market could move even further, break that key support zone, come back to retest, and literally just tank down. Okay, so that's what we could be looking for this pair as a valid trade. However, an invalidation of this, and if the market breaks up through that resistance zone, okay, breaks up through this resistance zone, comes back down to retest the now new support, and then the bulls just take control and the market shoots off. Okay, so that's what we're looking for the AUD and the Swiss franc. And then the last pair that we'll be looking for, the Australian dollar and the New Zealand dollar. So we can see that the market has been trending upward also since like March, started losing steam around about August, or forming lower highs and lower lows. However, we see that the bears are now starting to gain strength again. All right, and we can see that by the break of this downward channel there that I've just highlighted. Now the market's broken through there and it's come back retesting a key support and resistance zone. So essentially what we're looking for this pair is for the pair to come back down in this zone or this region and retest of that support resistance zone and move back up, completing this upward channel that's starting to form. Yeah, that's about as much as I'm looking for the Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar, because an invalidation of this would be if the market breaks down in this region, right? If it breaks down there, then comes back to retest that key level, then moves down. But this wouldn't be a high quality trade for me. It would only I'd consider it a high quality trade if it breaks through this upward channel there, right? Breaks through that upward channel there, comes back inside this downward channel, and then gives us a retest, and then starts tanking down, right? So yeah, so that's what I'm looking for there for the Australian dollar and the New Zealand dollar. All right, so yeah, those are the pairs that I'm looking at this week, which have the high probability setups, and hopefully they all pan out. You know, the forex market is not perfect, but with patience and discipline you will catch these trades, and I'm hoping to see you guys on the next one. I might make a weekly analysis. Actually, I will make a midweek analysis of the trades that I took and whether they're good or bad, whether they're wins or losses. And yeah, hoping to see more of you guys in the next video. Like, share, subscribe, and let's grow the community. Thank you all. Bye.